Hey there, and welcome to the Contentment Creator Podcast, the show designed especially for creative entrepreneurs just like you who are committed to a beautiful life that's rooted in courage and contentment, and that's blooming with creativity and prosperity. I'm your host, Ellen Broen, a certified life coach, a singer, a mother, and a lover of alliteration, dogs, and deep conversation. This show is designed to become a part of your daily routine to help you, fellow contentment creator, dig deep to clarify your life vision, catalyze your creative flow, and fuel your entrepreneurial fire in just a few inspiring minutes each day. Each Thursday, we talk about consistency, and today's episode is all about idea overload and how we can normalize and move through overthinking, overplanning, and overwhelm. So, I have a little stack of notebooks. Okay, maybe more than a little. They're scattered around the house, shoved on shelves, layered with sticky notes, and a pen still holding my place inside for the next time I need to brain dump. Most of them start with 8 to 10 pages filled with what, in that moment, felt like the next big thing. A course, a book, a business model that would change everything, a podcast series, a rebrand, a reinvention, a spreadsheet, for goodness sake. And then another idea would come, and then another, until the idea that felt so urgent, so alive, quietly slipped to the background. If you're someone whose brain is always cooking up something new, someone who lives close to inspiration, who has lists on lists on lists of ideas just gathering dust, you're in very good company here. Because this is what it's like when you're creative, when you're neurodivergent, when you're alive and paying attention. We don't get one idea. We get an orchestra of them. Loud ones, quiet ones, ones that arrive at 3 a.m. like they own the place. And sometimes that orchestra is beautiful. And sometimes it's just noise. The kind that leaves you sitting at your desk, staring at a blinking cursor, wondering how you could feel so full and so stuck. And this is the part I really want to say out loud. Having too many ideas doesn't mean you're flaky or unfocused or doing it wrong. It means you care. It means you're connected. It means your creative life is alive. And just to pull back the curtain a little, I've shared this before, but I started making content over 10 years ago. YouTube was my platform of choice because I've always been a long-form gal. And I made vlog-style videos just for fun. Years later, I dipped my toes into life coaching content. I stuck with it for about 6 months, but I wasn't attracting the kind of people I felt most called to serve, so I stopped. A few years ago, I hired a content strategist to help me find clarity. And every time we'd get on a call, it was like word vomit. I wanted to blend every color of the rainbow into a cohesive brand. And wouldn't you know, it came out a muddy brown. My channels didn't grow, but I learned a lot. I kept pulling threads. Sticky notes, voice memos, notebooks, all filled with ideas. Then, one day, the concept for this podcast landed. And something just clicked. The clarity of my voice, the message, the structure, it all flowed. But even then, it wasn't immediate. Life moved, things paused, and then I reached out for support, found the right systems, and within weeks, this podcast was born. It might look like it happened really fast, but really, it took years of trial and error, of following sparks and letting go of the ones that didn't land. And even now, I haven't arrived because creativity doesn't work like that. But I have found a path that feels aligned, and I'm moving forward every day. I know how heavy it can feel when you want to do everything, but you don't know where to begin. And the longer you wait, the more it starts to feel like a personal flaw. Like maybe you're just not built for this. But what if the problem isn't that you're inconsistent? What if the real challenge is that your process doesn't look the way you thought it should? What if starting isn't about choosing the right idea, but choosing the one you can hold right now? Sometimes I think of consistency not as discipline, but as devotion. Not as an outcome, but a rhythm, a return, a way of saying, hey, I'm still here, I'm still listening. So if your mind is full today, if you've got 100 tabs open and every single one feels like it might be the thing, pause, take a breath, and ask yourself gently, what's the one thread I can follow today? Not forever, just today. And it's okay if you don't know yet. Sometimes the most consistent thing we can do is keep showing up to listen. Keep showing up to choose again. One moment, one thread at a time. You don't have to pick the perfect starting point. You just have to start. And if you need someone to remind you again tomorrow, I'll be right here. Thank you for being here with me today. Join me here tomorrow if you're ready to debunk the myth of laziness and name the root of what's really going on. If you enjoyed today's episode, please share the love by sending it to someone you know it would support, and by leaving Apple reviews and Spotify comments and ratings. It would truly mean the world to me to hear from you and to support those you care about. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss a day, and join me in my mission to help a world full of content creators become a world of contentment creators.